that at the 70 since yes, after steam launching, that is the best in terms of activity, optical properties and phases of flavor compounds. And as it is rich in the fatty content, the possibility for the use of the good apple powder as a stabilizing and thickening agent that can be explored. Besides, this will also add valuable fruits in terms of the nutritional and medicinal benefits. So we have also used this powder in the development of instant food champions powder, and we are also seeking out the possibility to use the same for as a stabilizing agent as a fabulous acidulate. Thank you so much.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Presentation is on the development of ready to serve beverage from Budapest and Rama and and more. So, this work is based on development of aspects of Budapest and Rama. Both are mutually crops and the commercialized orchard of Budapest is not found in anywhere in India. While Amla is popularized and value-added product of Amla is in markets, but good apple is still unutilized for value addition purpose. So I think the different blended ratio of food apple and amla. Next, and thereafter with biochemical sensory parameters for the developed product. From the study, it was resulted that TSS is in. We have studied 3 months storage for quality parameters, which includes biochemical and organoleptic qualities, and it was resulted that TSS was increased during storage, and it was also increased with incorporation of Amla into wood apple. Next one. In case of titrable acidity, it was also increased in the incorporation of Amla. As we have incorporated more Amla in the wood apple, then acidity was increased, and same was observed in the storage period. Next, total sugars was also increased during stage
Dr. Sunil Parekh, sir.
That will be better. No? Thank you very much.
activities like this and our society and conclave. But he is the person who represented India's team in FAO in 2019, perhaps 18 to make year 2023 as a year of millets. So please give him a big hand. We are very fortunate, and he is a very legendary figure in the field of horticulture, and he is alumnus of this great university. Sir, we are very blessed to have, and I request you to please raise the dais and start the session. And along with him, who is Dr. Atul Chandra, sir, another legendary figure from deserts of India and Bikaner. He will be co-chairing, and this session is very, very important. What we do, it should go to the customers. Farmers are our prime customers. Every time we have to think of the customers, and without the help of industry, whether it is cottage industry, whether it's home scale industry or medium or large scale industry, we can't do this. This session has been designed for all industrial requirements, certification, gap, and other things. So with these words, I request, these are not technical and research qualification, but these are the legal requirement, how to link up yourself with industry. So hope and no other than the Malhotra sir can justify this session. He has a vast experience of developments and research and as well, and government policies as well. So I hand over this mic to him, and after this he will give the plenary lecture, and then we will hold the Indian Society of Horticulture Research General Body meeting here. And this evening only we will announce the results of various sessions, poster sessions. All sessions have been given awards, so that tomorrow it can be presented. So over to Chairman, sir. Thank you.
You all this session, and you all are aware that this session relates to horticulture extension, marketing, certification, hortibusiness, as Dr. Dwivedi has mentioned about this. So thank you so much, Dr. Sanjay ji. Thank you so much for the introduction. And here this session really is too important. Why? Because time and again it has been asked that we have proficiency in production. A lot of production is happening. Good volume of horticulture produce we have achieved. Record productions have been made. But now the time has come that we have to make our people more smart for marketing, agribusiness. And we need to gain the knowledge on many other aspects which are related to regulatory system, where quality assurance is required to be established. If that is to be done, we need to gain knowledge on the regulatory system, certification system. So, without wasting the time, we'll try to business of the session because we are running late by 3 hours. So we need to manage the time, and here, after going through the list which has been provided to me, 10 presenters have been listed for invited presentation, and then 9 are for oral. So let me look into it, that how many of them are present. Accordingly, time will be managed, but let me set the rules. The presenters will be given 7 to 10 minutes. I'll definitely appreciate if the invited presentations are made in 10 minutes time. But I want that it should be done in 8 minutes so that we can leave 2 minutes for further discussion. And 8 minutes are enough to convey the message. And similarly, for other presentations, oral presentations, again we will put a great task before the presenters. And because our time has been already encroached by so many years. So now I am taking it. Accordingly, we need to manage it. I hope you all will cooperate and you will not mind it when I put the siren in between. And kindly stick to the time. Otherwise, it will become difficult for us to manage, and we will have to stay here long till 9 or so. So I welcome the co-chair of this session, who is available with me, Dr. Atul Chandra. Everybody knows him. Dr. Atul Chandra is the person who has worked in the arid ecosystem and is known for his great contributions which he has made, because it's always challenging to work in the arid ecosystem, and he has worked for those crops. So we actually acknowledge his contribution. I am very happy to have him as a co-chair of this session. So Dr. Atul will also agree with me when we speak about the time management. So as per the list, the first presenter who has been listed here is Dr. Hari Prakash. I'll just invite him to make the presentation. Dr. Hari is a very renowned person here in the Quality Council of India. You might be aware about the accreditation system in the country. His great contributions are in setting those accreditation systems in the country. NABL, have you heard about the NABL accreditation of the laboratories? He is the key man who set the guidelines. So here at the moment he's contributing for impact assessment, because several things are happening, but impact assessment is very important because such kind of auditing is to be done by somebody, and he is the key person. Dr. Hari, so we are left with the. I hope you will be in position to convey your message in 7 minutes.
Yes.
We shall appreciate. We would like to discuss at the end. If there is one question in each case, we will just invite from the audience.
So,
Hari, please.
So good evening, everyone. And just I want to start directly, as we know the chair and co-chair and everything, and our regards to everyone. As the presentation is coming on this the screen, I would request one thing. As we travel by ear, everyone says they every time when they announce that we are giving the safety instructions. So I'll also say that almost everyone knows what is the global gap, what is the gap certification, what are the other voluntary certification, can say the compulsory certification. But I'll say, please listen it. You will find if it is different, then please accept it. Okay. So it is not risky by the name of it is if it is only the certifications. We know each and everything, especially students, because upcoming area. A success story with India is that we are exporting maybe they more than 500 containers of grapes, pomegranate, banana, everything to the other country after having a certificate. It means a success story. Who created? Those who required it. It was not our that are exporting. It was they identified the Indian market. They found the Indian farmers are capable of doing it, and they are doing it. So that is they have trained our farmers. They have educated our farmers. They got it produced as the Global Gap certified produce. They started the production here, certification here, and they are accepting all the produce from our country. We can do it for our own. We can follow it, and this is the mix of some of the certifications. What type of these are, and I'll try to cover in 6 or 7 minutes after it. So I'll say that what the certifications are and who required these certifications and what are the practices. Next, please. So in that is the need of certification is improving the company profile. If anyone else is saying we are certified, others are not. So that is there. Access to the market. Some of the stores in the world, they say, if you are Global Gap certified, you can sell it. If you are Nature certified, if you are Tesco certified, your produce will be accepted in my retail chain. It means any of the country, I have to follow those requirements. That is the one reason that we got certified first, then we'll started exporting. Competitive advantage, reduced threat of the quality image of the competitor. Because if others are certified, I am not certified, it means we are following. That is one of the reasons. And the value, please forward. Value input from third-party auditors, those who are having the experience from other countries, other areas, they won't do contribute. Please next. So that is some added advantages. The quality assurance to the customers when they see that there is a logo which has been certified, which is worldwide accepted. Almost 173 countries are the forum. The Pacific Asia Forum comes. After that, national accreditation comes. So we are the body. We are the member of the Asia Pacific Forum. Asia Pacific Forum is the member of accreditation. So if one certificate is generated, has been accepted almost 173 countries immediately. So the better quality, low risk, and the safe food, because if you follow all the procedures, all the practices, that means there are less chances of getting your produce back. Otherwise, if there is any risk, it reaches over there. There are the chances other countries has deported the material back to the country. So that is the risk of the recall and rejection. As Tivarsa was saying, every farmer, those who are exporting the global gap certification, they are having each farmer is having GGN number. From that, they can identify which farmer has produced it, and this is available up to that level. Who is buying it, who is consuming it, and who is paying for it. Sustainable production. No company want to have a business only for 1 year. They want to develop the farmer. They want to develop the organization. They want to develop the institute, which can serve them for the long time. So it is also their interest, it is also our interest. So we have to see that it should be sustainable for everyone. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Next, please. So this is the very well-defined procedure. Why it is being followed by the people is because the international organizations are there, which are on the top. Global Gap is the owner of it. International Accreditation Forum, Asia Pacific. Then certification bodies. What are the certification bodies? Those who fulfill the requirement of ISO 17021. No, can say it means that there is a standard of it. People are following it. That is the reason that we can give, say, if these people have seen it, they have did a due diligence. On the basis of that, they are certified it. The organizations which are certified, some of the companies are ISO 9000 certified, 22000 for food and safety, and ultimately is the customer. Who is the beneficiary is here is customer. So that is the reason we have made a chart of it, is how it is being linked from customer to the International Accreditation Forum or the owner of the scheme who is running. Next, please. Just for that is that some are the public standards, some are the private standards, some are mandatory and some are voluntary. As Tivarsa was saying, is that the farmers, the scientists only, they are producing it, they are not doing the marketing. So here in that case, they say there is a voluntary certification. Some are in the developed world, the voluntary certifications are more useful and more acceptable as compared to the mandatory requirements. Like the mandatory requirements, without helmet we cannot drive a car or sorry a scooter. So that is a mandatory. So without IAS we cannot buy a bulb, I certified bulb. So maybe this is that if we start going to the mandatory certifications, means there are the hooks and crooks are coming into that because they want a certificate only. So that reason people have gone for the voluntary certification also. And one of the example is of Global Gap, which I was saying we are exporting fruits, vegetables, flowers from here after I get a certificate from the Global Gap organization. Next, please. So these are not only for that. I'll say here is only the one BRC standard. The Britain's retail consortium has made it mandatory. Whichever the produce come in their food chain, it will come as after BRC. It means if any product they are buying from any of the country, maybe from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Taiwan, where it is, but it is coming to the same standard. So that is the reason they have identified it. They have made it in their only retail chain. They say, yes, we'll do a cross check. If it is there, then we'll buy it. Otherwise, not. So these are the Tesco. All the chains are there. They have made their own standard. If you'll produce it like that, we'll do it. Next, please. So here the organic certifications. Just to say what are the certifications in agriculture. So this is on the basis of our own experience. We'll say there are so many number of certifications are applicable here. And for the soil also halal, kosher. These are the religious factors. All the Muslims people, they prefer halal, and all the Jews prefer the kosher. There is one simple way is of the chain of custody. The certification is chain of custody. If someone is imported a certified certified wood from any country, we want to process it and sell it back. So that will be only a chain of custody. Like tea is being maybe grown by a farmer, but has been traded by a trader. Trader is only a COC, the chain of custody, but he maintains it. If it has been produced as organic, as Global Gap, it will be sold as only that one. Means he'll take a precaution. He'll not get it mixed in any point, either at the transportation, this. Please, next, please. So the quality issues in agriculture, we know is that we are having the poor cultivation practices, poor handling practices. Here, our market yards are congested and processings are difficult, as we are saying. Next, please. On the basis of that, we have found out, and on the basis of these information, they have developed the criteria that the source of contamination can be n number. Irrigation water. If we are using Nala water, we don't know what type of the water we are having. It may be having arsenic, chromium, whatever it is may be coming from there, but no control on that. So the air, this is very interesting. Is they see the issue all the air, you'll find that some of the issues are coming from the air. No one has used lead. into that, but it is coming into that. And the time is the constraint. Otherwise, successful stories in the organic, because we are having a tie with the other countries, government to government. If there is any problem comes into the organic export, they'll report to the country. They don't report to the supplier. They'll say your country has violated, or your person has violated the government rule, because it is a government to government agreement. So in that case, they call it the red alert. In Sesame, in Til, this was a case, and no one was able to find out, because no one is using lead. A farmer, why he'll use lead? No fertilizer is there. It is. So it came after having the long discussions. It was realized those who are growing to the national highway, near to the national highway, they are having the impact of the lead into that. Because we say our petrol, diesel is lead free, but still it is having, if it is less than 0.06 ppm, still they call it lead free. But at that time when the limit was set, maybe we are having only 10,000 vehicles. Now we are having the 10 lakhs vehicles. It means the lead is coming into there. So that may be one of the possibility. So we analyze everything from soil, it can contamination come, fertilizers and pesticide, because a very serious issue in global gap. Because the tomato life is only supposed for 10-15 days, but we are using a pesticide which is having a wetting life periods of maybe 2 months. It means the pesticide will come to that. So handlers, the transportations, the ODF, open defecation, we are having the growing the strawberry, and next when is people are going in the open field, so the contamination comes. Please next, please. So biological, chemical, physical contaminations can come from this. Please next, please. So why, which I narrated the story, necessity is the mother of invention, is because the Europeans, they identified India is having a production hub. They are producing the grapes, but they utilize our knowledge, our farmers' capability. They trained them, and they started producing global gap certified grapes from India, because that was their greatness. It was not ours. So food safety was the main concern to that. They said is the first prime for the global gap. They said food safety below the MRLs, the chemicals which they have registered in their own country. It is not which we are having in our country. So that is we have to identify first which chemicals are prescribed over there, and if these are there, which can be the minimum level MRLs are there, must be below the MRLs. But the problem came is where I'm saying is almost 500 containers they have rejected over there, because we are having here machine which can detect some of the chemicals only in ppb, but they were having below that. So after ppb will say it is not detected, 2,4-D is not detected, but when we reach there, they said it has been detected, it is having so much ppm. Means that our machines, our infrastructure cannot build to that level, which can go into the minute detail. So that is they used it. And what they realize is being the developed nation, they realize the elements of the quality management system, food safety management system, and environment management system all have combined in one certificate. If the people are following the standards of quality, following the standards of food safety management and environment management system, they said it is global gap. Earlier it was global gap, now it is global gap. It means if the farmers are doing it, it means whatever they will come to us, that will be safe for our consumption. And if you India want to do that, you can do that for our country. So into that. Next, please. They started finding out all these issues, the gap standard they designed. They reassured customers. What we did is, because those who were the agent here, they said is no, we get it from, don't worry. But we give assurance there will be certificate, and that is the reassures the consumers. Don't worry, come from India, but no, I'm taking the guarantee, we have certified it, you will take it, it will fulfill your requirement. So all this food is from the farm, can say the environmental. So they have